Entrepreneurs are always thinking innovatively. They're trying to bring out something new to have that edge. So tell us, I mean, how important is innovation and creativity in fostering that entrepreneurship, in your view?
Okay. See, I'll tell you from my experience of the last 15 years. And to be very honest,
Absolutely.
I feel I work in a sector which has been the biggest benefiter of innovation. Today, you can withdraw money from anywhere in the country. Today, you can send money without any hassle to anyone situated anywhere in the geography. Today,
Right.
you can. I even work for people who are not like my customers. They're sitting in UK. So this sector has been somewhat, which has been very much, has developed in a way, and has developed exponentially owing to innovation. So that's for my sector in the segment that I consider. But see, if I just go back and taking a reference to school, uh,
Right.
as you rightly said, it's a very traditional method of traditional career choice that I had made of banking, and I think it was, or at that time also, it was quite a preferred sort of segment where people used to work. And but
That's correct.
I always believe that diamonds, they also need polishing to show off their lights. And I think recently whatever has happened in the banking sector, or whatever has innovations has been undertaken in this banking sector, has helped us to grow exponentially. uh, you people may feel, because I am at the other end of the table when I'm speaking of it, but
Yes.
as a segment, as a profession, this is something which I can see the benefits of innovation. um, Innovation, to me, what comes first is a person's ability to be creative. He has to be creative, he has to think, he has to have questions like why this and why not. And then comes when he puts an idea, he tries to get these answers. That is when his innovation comes into. And entrepreneurship is basically the end result of it. I,
Right.
I it is my perception that just being taught about entrepreneurship in school, it would be something which is very much fundamentally like a textbook wherein put in different jargons and definitions and everything. But the entrepreneurship is not that. Entrepreneurship is about a person who has the ability to take risk, who has the ability to think out of the box, a person who has the ability to develop himself, and as well as show the world how different he is from the general segment. You take anyone, you take something, you take someone like, say, a Mark Zuckerberg, or you say some Reid Hoffman. They all have been people who have done things which we, with and everyday use, we find it's essential. But there has been a thought behind it. I
Right.
personally feel school as well as parents have a very, very strong influence on a child. When a child grows up, and when a child is, he is getting used to the world, he has got different queries. Now, whether
Absolutely.
you put him to that standard route, or you let him ask questions. I think that is what is very pertinent. I still remember, and it's a very common that my child faced a few days back. He was not able to understand anything, so his teacher said, "I don't know in what language I need to explain to you." But that's not correct.
Exactly.
That actually puts a child back, and he may not ask. So so the schools and every one of us have to realize that if we are saying that we need to innovate, we need to grow, we need to change the way it used to be post COVID, pre COVID, whatever it be. But questions have to be asked. You have to be tolerant with the child. You have to make them answer things. You have to answer their questions. Make them think about it. Let them have a creative thinking about it. Like, what is different, what they can do different. In our school, if you remember,
Yes.
sometimes I personally felt that it was like a fixed routine. This, and this is what you need to do. This is how you get marks. No, that's not education. That's muggling of
Right.
books. That's muggling of
Hmm.
things. With people who may, after 2 months you won't remember it. That is not what is required. Entrepreneurship, trust me, nowadays is one of the biggest things that the world is going to see, because pre-COVID, sorry, post-COVID, businesses which have been able to change themselves, modify themselves, have shown different aspects are those which only would be able to survive. Traditional businesses which has refused to change, they are not actually going to survive this sort of a pandemic. It's simple. See, Unilever, I'm not saying it's related to it's related to um, COVID, but it's related to the racial discrimination that goes into. They're actually been forced to drop Fair from Fair and Lovely. So
Yes.
simple thing. So in a nutshell, if you ask me, if my personal opinion would be, children should be asked to ask questions. It is very important they
Hmm.
ask questions. It is very important that they are given a practical training on what they are learning. Say for someone
Hmm.
like who does accounts, and we read that this is a checkbook, this is how we do. That's not enough. Let them do a project, go to a bank and see what is the daily routine, or how the daily life, in the bank things. What are the things that they do in bank? That is learning.
Yes, absolutely. In
You
fact, I mean, the
must.
world that we live in now, yeah, I mean, we need probably innovation, the originality in our thinking more than ever.
Absolutely. And we need more in thinking, and we need it from the very basic levels, because that is from where we are going to have fresh ideas. That is from where we are going to have things, we are going to have questions which will make us sit back and think that we'd have never thought of. These are things we have never thought of. So what do we need to address those? What are we doing to address those? So these are few things which I feel, and it is my personal belief that a school has a very, very, very strong role to play in this. um, ask, Asking the letting the children ask questions, making them understand practically what they're teaching, making them understand the different problems that come up and how they can apply those. I think these should all be introduced into curriculum for the development of the children, for the development of the nation, for the development of the country. It is for everyone. It's not for anyone's sole benefit.
Right, right.
Without raising our bars now, we won't be able to do it. We really won't be able to do it. Yesterday I was reading a news article about this 7-year-old girl in Kashmir called Jannat. She
Hmm.
cleans the Dal Lake every day.
Right.
It is such a thing that a child like this can think about it, and she feel that it's a direct responsibility. It's a responsibility. She cleans the lake. This shows the level of maturity or the level of thinking this child has. I don't know whether someone would say it's an innovation, but to me it's an innovation because a child has thought about that she needs to clean. So these are things which are to be imbibed, which are to
And
be learned.
exactly,
Important that we let them do it.
I mean, if innovation, creativity, and then originality is made a subject as a whole, and it is taught at school levels from very early age, it will help not just some specific people. It will help a nation, as you said. The public at large will benefit
Exactly.
at one
Because
go. I mean, no one was prepared. None of us were prepared for COVID.
none of
And
us, I think even in February also, we were not ready for COVID. But then now we have become the
exactly.
second largest producers of masks in the country, in the world. So, you know,
Right.
so because certain business which saw that they don't have anything to do, so why not we do masks when we have the
They
ability to
have to
produce masks?
need to innovate and move on faster.
Exactly, evolve. Without, if we don't evolve now, the way the economy, the way the every environment is, if we don't evolve from what used to be our previous beliefs, our previous ways of thinking, I don't think
Correct.
I take Shodish's comment that regarding work from home. It's Earlier it used to be disordered, like why would we need to work from home, but now it's a call of the hour. Now it may be the,
Absolutely.
it is going to be the new way of working, because most of the companies, they won't actually want to invest in real estate, because they will really not
Mhm.
want to spend money and pay rents. Rather, they would ask their employees to work from home. So these are all
And the
evolution.
faster we train us, sorry, and the faster we train ourselves to adapt to these changing environments, the better it is for us, for everybody around. So, so
Absolutely.
thank you, Arkadip. That was really nice and quite interesting as well. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.